Dr.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business Management Studies, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And today's topic is regarding the elements of directing. In previous class, we have studied about directing, what is the concept of directing, and coming to the elements of directing. We may say these as elements or components or parts of directing. Okay, and coming to elements of directing. Before elements of directing, we'll know about what is a directing. Just a few sentences. So directing is nothing but it is one of the principles of management, functions of management. Okay, and directing ensures that the employees perform to the best of their abilities and achieve the organizational goals effectively. And if at all there is no direction in an organization, okay, it will result in the employees being clueless about what to do next and will increase inefficiency, thereby resulting in a devastating impact on the business and revenue generation. So we can say that directing is defined as that management function that provides the guidance and direction to the employees of the organization that enables them to perform effectively and efficiently for the development of the organization. Okay, so finally we can say that directing means supervising, instructing, motivating, leading, communicating, counseling, etc. Okay, now the process of directing involves all this one: guiding, coaching, instructing, motivating, leading the people or else the employees in an organization. Okay, why? Because to accomplish the organizational objectives. Now we'll see some examples regarding the directing, function of directing. So first one is a supervisor explains a worker about operations to be carried by him on a lathe machine. Okay, so here a supervisor explains means he is supervising. Okay, he is supervising a worker how to operate. Okay, and he is keenly observing how efficiently the worker is doing the work at the machine. Okay, so here we can say that the role played by the supervisor is the supervision, right? Next, a mining engineer explains about safety precautions to be followed while working in a coal mine. So here a mining engineer, okay, he is communicating, okay, communicating to the employee to take safety precautions. Why? Because he is working, okay, in a mining. So at coal mine means, so definitely the workers should take some safety precautions. So a full information regarding that will be communicated by the mining engineer to the worker. Okay, so here he is communicating to the employee. So this is another function. And coming to another one, the managing director declares share in the profits to the managers for their contribution to enhance profits of the company. Okay, so here he is, so the managing director, he is declaring the share to the managers. Okay, why? Because in order to motivate the manager. So by saying him that he will enhance the, if at all if he enhance the profits of the company, okay, definitely some shares will be given to the manager in profits. Okay, so that will be a motivating factor to the manager to work efficiently in the organization. So here we can see the motivation. Okay, so under direction, this is another element. Now coming to a manager inspire his employees by playing a lead role in the performing of the work. Okay, so lead role in the sense, so some delegation of authority is given to the subordinates um, uh, under the direction of the superiors. Okay, so we may say this as the leadership. Okay, so the subordinate may lead the assigned work given by the superior. Okay, so here we will see the leadership. So here under directing we will see four elements. Okay, so first one is supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. Okay, so these are the four elements under directing function, right? Next, so here supervision plus motivation, leadership plus communication is equal to directing. Okay, so all these are the elements of directing. Okay, so here if we see uh, under supervision. Okay, so what can be studied under supervision? Overseeing what is being done by subordinates and giving instructions to ensure optimum utilization of resources, okay, and achievement of work targets. So that is known as supervision. Okay, so here overseeing, so basically supervision means, so the superiors will keenly observe the work of the subordinate, how the work is done by the subordinates. Okay, overseeing what is being done by the subordinates at the work or else the assigned work. Are they utilizing the full resources? Are they utilizing their full capabilities and potentialities in order to achieve the organization's goals? Okay, and at the same time achieve their targets, okay, assigned work. So supervision means, so it is the next step, okay, after the information which is conveyed by the supervisor to the employees regarding the work that needs to be done. It is that stage where supervisor oversees the subordinates are following what has been instructed to them by him. So by superior, which is instructed or ordered by superior to the subordinate, are they doing the work properly according to the plans? Okay, and here manager acts as supervisors and they ensure that the work is going as per their instructions. So it is the duty of a supervisor to make sure that all instructions are properly followed and the subordinates are doing as they are instructed. Supervisors act as problem solvers of the subordinates, okay, regarding any issues with the instructions or the process, or else if at all any problems or else any pains regarding the management to the subordinates. Okay, so all these can be conveyed by this supervisor or the manager to the top management. So thus we can see that supervisor or this manager will act as a linkage between the top management and the lower management. Okay, so not only that, under supervision we can see that this supervisor, he will act as an influencer, okay, as a leader, influencer, communicator. Okay, he will increase the morale of the employees also. Okay, he will brings coordination between the management and the workers, because by conveying the proper message, okay, effective communication to the workers regarding the policies and plans of the top level management. Okay, so by this there will not exist any conflicts between the top management and the workers also. Okay, so likewise supervision, the supervisor plays different functions in the management. Okay, so we can say that basically supervisor is concerned with operation level of management. Okay, so he will see all the work is done properly or not according to the plans of the organization. Okay, so supervising means keen observation of the subordinates. Are they doing the work according to the organization's plans, okay, according to the assigned work, and are they utilizing the resources of maximally? Okay, so this is about the supervision. And coming to motivation, so what does motivation means? So motivation is one of the key elements of directing. Okay, so it means that issuing of order to subordinates by the supervisor, it doesn't guarantee that it will be followed exactly as was as what a superior asked for subordinate. Okay, so for getting the desired outcome, the employees need to be motivated by the managers. Okay, so whenever these subordinates are motivated by the managers, this leads to the task being completed efficiently. So motivation is a force that makes an individual perform to the best of his abilities in order to complete a set of tasks or instructions. So uh, motivation, we can say that motivation can be in the form of monetary gains such as incentives or bonus. It can be non-monetary such as appreciation or growth. Okay, so likewise we can motivate the subordinates, okay, to get efficiency and effectiveness in the performance of the workers. Okay, and under this we can see the actual definition or the meaning of motivation means, so it is a process of stimulating people to action to accomplish desired goals. Okay. So motivation depends upon satisfying the needs of people. So we know that motivation means a stimulation, okay, intense feeling in an individual, okay, which influences him, which intrigates him to take action. Okay. So likewise the for example, if a person has a motivation, okay, to drink water, okay, when he is thirsty, so the inner state is that it stimulates to have a water. So the stimulation here, the motive is that to drink the water. Okay, so likewise motivation means stimulating the people, a process of stimulating the people to take action. Why to take action means to accomplish the desired goals. So my desire is to drink water, so I have to take a action to have or to drink that water. Okay, likewise ultimately, so motivation means we are satisfying the need. Okay, so motivation means it depends upon the satisfying needs of people. Under motivation we can see three terms like a motivation, motive, motivators, likewise. Okay, so here we studied about motive. So motivator means, motivator is the technique that is used to motivate the people in an organization. Okay, so what could be the motivator? Motivator in an organization maybe definitely a pay, a bonus, a promotion, a recognition, praise, responsibility, etc. So all these are the motivators, okay, which stimulates the individuals or the employees working in the organization. Okay, so these are known as the motivating factors or the motivators or the techniques. Okay, so this is about the motivation. This is another element in the process of directing. Next, coming to the third one, leadership. Okay, so leadership is the is that element of directing that involves motivation and persuasion in order to achieve the desired goals. Okay, so a leader is defined as a person who is able to influence other people and inspires them to follow the instructions provided. Okay, so leadership means an influencer who influences the people, who follows. Definitely leader will have followers, so he influences those followers. Okay, so in other words, leadership is the act of leading, guiding and motivating the subordinates to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, so it means the process of influencing the behavior of people. Means influencing in which way? Means by leading them, by guiding them, by motivating them. Why? Because to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, we are influencing, the leader is influencing the behavior of the people. Okay, so it indicates the ability of an individual to maintain good interpersonal relationship with followers. Okay, so leadership means definitely he is an able person. Okay, so he has the ability to influence his followers. So ability to influence the followers means definitely he is having or he is maintaining the good interpersonal relationship with the people who are working with him. Okay, so this includes um, that leadership means it very much influences his followers. Okay, so next, coming to the communication. So what does communication means? A communication is a process by which people create and share information with one another in order to reach common understanding. Okay, so uh, communication means so exchange of the information. Okay, so according to Rogers, he explained the communication as the information which is shared or else exchanged between the people or else with one another. So it is a process of exchange of ideas, views, opinions, facts, feelings, etc. Okay, so information is transferred from one person to another person, and here we will see under communication. Okay, sender and receiver, two persons will be involved. Okay, so the purpose of communication is in an organization is to send across any set of instructions, orders, or information related to the improvement of the operational efficiency. So that is the purpose of communication, actual purpose of communication in organization. Okay, so communication is essential for conveying the state of performance of the employees also and the ways to improve them. Okay, so proper communication occurs when subordinates understand what was conveyed to them by the superior and act accordingly. Okay, whereas miscommunication occurs when the information conveyed is not clear and understandable. Okay, so this leading to misunderstanding and loss of performance. Okay, so we can say that communication should be effective. Effective communication should be there in an organization. So here effective communication means two-way communication. So two-way communication means not only from top to down communication should be there, from bottom to top level also communication, that is both downward communication and upward communication should be followed. Then only the subordinates or the lower level management, okay, the employees pains and gains all can be known to the top level management. Definitely, as top management communicate its plans and policies to the other levels of management, okay, communicate to other levels of management. Likewise, in the similar way, these lower level management's pains and gains should also be communicated to the top level management. Then only they can rectify, okay, and they can understand about the employees pains, okay, and they may try to solve those problems. Okay, and ultimately employee satisfaction can be seen, and this ultimately results in the increase in the productivity and enhancement in the performance of the organization totally. Okay, so these are the four elements, okay, that are seen under the directing. Okay, so one is supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. Okay, these are all the four important elements of directing. Now we'll see about each and everything in a separate edition. Okay, so first of all we'll go for about supervision. So